All right, let's talk a little bit about art.
Yes.
We saw beautiful pieces of art in that home that you designed, the Princess Margaret home. But everyone can have a bit of a gallery in their house. You just have to know how to hang your art.
Yes, believe it or not, this was a client of ours that had a very important collection of Canadian art. And they were going to hang it very traditionally. We had more art than we had walls.
Right.
So we displayed it as a gallery wall that you would see in, those English country houses. We lined up all the green. We laid it out on the floor first, and that's how you have to do it. You lay it on the floor, measure it all out, and put it up. I had a little help, so I didn't do it
Just
myself.
a little bit
of help.
But pay close attention to how low this is being hung.
Exactly. And you can walk behind the sofa, so it's a little misleading. There's about 3 or 4 feet, but don't start it way up here. Really bring it right down. So when you're sitting on the sofa opposite, you're looking at the art. You're not looking up at the art.
Yeah, which is
so
the
it goes
whole
right
point,
from
right?
the crown, almost. You can see how close it is to the floor.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, we've got another example here of another gallery wall.
Yes.
So this is using all black and white.
All black and white images,
really
and
nice
all
impact.
different frames. So the previous shot, there was a similarity between the frames. They were all traditional gilded frames that came with the pieces. This, we framed all these photographs, and even though we had small images, we over-matted some pieces. So in this particular wall, we did the framing before we did the art. So we designed all the framing, we laid it out, and then we picked which images we wanted. So we put small ones in big pieces and did some fun things with it. So you could do that, and we used all black and white, but we did only silver and black frames. So there, again, is a bit of a commonality. You have that bit of silver, gray in the black and white photography, but it broke it up because you had like silver bamboo and simple black frames and silver leaf frames, and you can get, simple frames at garage sales and things, just take the art out of it.
Absolutely. That's a good idea, because if you had all those small pictures, it just wouldn't have the same impact.
Exactly.
So the framing made the difference. And then this one, which is beautiful, all family, right?
This was a client of ours, her office in her house, and she wanted family photos. So we thought, well, let's do it a little more fun than just sticking the family photos on the wall. So we made it, again, more graphic. And she had seen the other wall. So again, we used here white and silver and black frames. We took images of the family, recopied them in black and white, and put them on the wall. And she sits across from that and looks at that every day, and she loves it. So we've done a lot of these family walls in houses, in family rooms, on stairs, at the top of the stairs, and it makes family pictures a little more interesting, a little more animated.
And I think the thing these days is everyone's a photographer. So everyone has amazing cameras and this amazing ability to take incredible digital photos, but get them up there.
And do them graphically.
And get them up there and do it graphically.
It looks so interesting. People stop at those walls. You don't want just a few pictures lined up.
Yeah.
Speaking of walls.
Look at this,
Here
one
we have
just
one.
arrived.
Now this is a gallery wall to show you in person. These are from a gallery in Toronto called Art Interiors, and they're having what they have every year called Festival of Smalls. All Canadian artists, and the art starts at $55 at the gallery.
That's amazing.
It's all original art and all by Canadians. So and it's all about their smalls. They have huge paintings too, but it's the Festival of Smalls. So we showed how you can take a number of small images, and we chose mostly landscapes, so there was some consistency among them. We have photography, we have paintings, and then we frame them in the black and white, but here we use colors. You didn't see that in the last two. It was all black and white images, but here the color works quite well together. I think it's really quite graphic. And if you have a big wall, you can't just hang that on the wall, or you can't just hang those two. You have to do something graphic to fill the space. Very nice. Okay, so when you are laying it all out, you sort of have to measure, and that's where things get a bit tricky. So this is one I call up Leonard Moore. That's my father. As an engineer, everything must be straight. Oh, I love
so he hangs everything in our house. Oh. What do you use to measure yours?
I use art hanger.
Art hanger?
Yeah, someone else. But
so if you have your own Leonard Moore, I get it?
Yes, the art that I've hung has about 12 bangs in the wall behind it, but it covers it. So I don't try to. But if you were going to do it, you have to, what we typically do when we're in projects is we lay it on the floor, we measure the space we want, we lay it on the floor, and then we decide. But there's this great tape which sticks to the wall, and you can hang your art, put your little mark on it, put your nail in, and then just peel it off. And you can measure in between and do things like that. So this is brilliant.
Very smart. That's
Isn't that brilliant? So you can get two of them and measure them from the ceiling, like 20 inches down, 20 inches down, put your nails in, and then just pull it off the wall.
It's not going to ruin your paint at all, which is the important thing.